Bryce Harper returns, 15-game slate. Let's get after it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven. We got some Major League Baseball bets for Tuesday, May 2nd, some good hitter and good pitcher matchups for you. We had a 2-2 day on Monday. It was kind of a blah day, just a wash, thanks to an injury to a starting pitcher. We'll talk about that a little later. But today, Bryce Harper is coming back for the Phillies. He's one of my favorite players. I know a lot of people hate on him, but I just like the passion he plays with, and he makes the game fun. So I know Fernando Tatis does that too, but he's an idiot. So I'm a Bryce Harper fan. He's coming back as the Phillies DH. That should be interesting to see what he does for that lineup. But every bet today, this is the start, is 1 unit. I know, me being a chicken with half unit bets, it's over. It's 1 unit bets. There still might be maybe some home run props or something I throw in there that I might throw in as a half unit. But as of right now, all four bets are 1 unit today. About time. You guys are probably already there, so it's not really a big deal. If you're watching this video, smash that like button. Thank you guys for the support. Leave a comment. You guys are crushing that. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. We are getting closer and closer to 3,000 subscribers. Can't believe it in such a short amount of time. Thank you guys. We really appreciate it. And all the nice comments, too. It means a lot. We put a lot of work in, so it's nice to see those. I haven't mentioned it a lot, but our Discord, be sure to check that out, guys. If you want the bets earlier, you got to go join Discord. Those bets get out before the video does. Added plays go there first. And then plus, we got a lot of good minds in there. We got some guys giving out winning tennis bets right now. It goes crazy during the NBA playoffs. MLB, we're all freaking out whenever something good happens and talking through it and live betting and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of fun. Go join that Discord. The link is below. Thank you. All right, it's time. No more babbling. Let's go to the bets recap from yesterday. Here we go. Astros minus 1.5. They clutched up at the end of the game and just crushed them. That was a nice win. Bo Bichette, Alex Verdugo, 1+ hit each. Guys, we know what happened there. First inning, Bichette hit. First inning, Verdugo, double. Boom. Cash, first inning. Doesn't get better than that. Reds plus 1.5. They got crushed. That sucked. Luis Garcia over 6.5 Ks. I added that play today. I loved it last night. I just didn't quite pull the trigger. I pulled the trigger today, and then 8 pitches in, he goes down with a freaking injury. That's right. I didn't actually read about what it is exactly. That's a big blow to the Astros if he's out for a while. But that sucked because he did start. He threw 8 pitches, so more than likely your sports book is going to have to honor it and give you the loss. So that sucks. I thought I was going to lose the Astros minus 1.5 because of it, but their bullpen clutched up and held them down. So 2-2 day down 0.05 units. I mean, that's pretty much nothing. So those Friday parlays 2-0 for the season, 64 and 59, up 3.92 units. Every bet is 1 unit. Now it's time to get started, and we're going to start with the good hitter matchups. Okay, I found four good hitter matchups for today. Let's dive right into them. Anthony Rendon, 10 for 31 with 4 bombs versus Steven Matz, lefty for the Cardinals. Ketel Marte, he is 13 for 31 with 1 home run versus John Gray, another Diamondback. Christian Walker, 8 for 23, 3 doubles and a bomb versus John Gray. So there's some D-backs that have some good success versus Gray. Marcell Ozuna, for the Atlanta Braves. He is 8 for 18 with 2 doubles versus Sandy Alcantara, the Cy Young winner last year, who has been struggling a little bit this year. So those are my four best hitter matchups. Couldn't find much more. No one crushing the ball and not a ton of history that I saw. So that's where we're at. Let's dive into the good pitching matchups. All right, here we go. We got 6 good pitcher matchups today. That's right. We're going to give you guys 6. Here we go. Start out. Joey Lucchesi. Lucchesi. I think it's Lucchesi, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? He's playing the Tigers. He's a lefty. We all know what that means. Tigers, second highest K percentage versus lefties. Lucchesi, la. 12 Ks in 12.1 innings. He's only started 2 games. He had 9 strikeouts versus the Giants, who had the third highest, and he had 3 versus the Nats, but they're the second lowest K percentage. So it's going to be more similar to that Giants, but again, 2 starts only. It's kind of hard to get a lot of data from him and know. But the Tigers are a little similar to the Giants in regards to that. So second one, Tyler Wells versus the Royals. Royals, third highest K percentage versus right-handed pitching. Tyler Wells has 23 Ks in 29 innings. In the 3 home games, I will say this: 3 home games, he has 5 6, and 7 Ks. The 7 was against the Red Sox, by the way, who have the lowest K percentage versus righties. So that was an impressive game by him. In the 2 road starts, he has only 2 and 3. Take that for what it is. I'm just giving you guys the info. He is on the road again this time. So that's that one. The third one, my boy, Hunter Brown, facing the Giants. Giants, we all know, the highest K percentage versus righties, the very highest. Hunter Brown is a stud. 32 Ks in 30.1 innings. He just struck out 8 Tampa Bay Rays. That's not easy to do. And 7 Atlanta Braves his last 2 games. The fifth one, fourth one, sorry, Graham Ashcraft versus the Padres. Padres third highest K percentage versus righties. Ashcraft 24 Ks in 30 innings. He had 7 versus the Braves. The Braves are easy to strike out. That's why they keep popping up. But he has no more than 4 in any of his other 3 starts. So that's take that for what it is. But Graham's been throwing well. Not a huge strikeout guy, but he's been playing really well. So Matt Strom, the lefty, versus the Dodgers. Dodgers, sixth highest K percentage versus lefties. Strom, who's been throwing the ball very well this year, also 32 Ks in 23.1 innings. Versus 2 teams that are similar to the Dodgers in K percentage, he struck out 11, which is the Rockies, and 5 Mariners. So kind of all over the board. Not sure if that helps you, but just wanted to let you know on that. And then the final one, the youngster, the rookie, Mason Miller for the Oakland A's. He is facing the Seattle Mariners, my boys. My boys now have the second highest K percentage versus righties. Way to go, you a-holes. Mason Miller's, that's not even a name. Mason Miller, 11 Ks in 8.1 innings. This is a guy who throws 100 miles an hour, just so you guys know. Like, he is a young phenom. He's playing for the A's, so he's not going to get a lot of wins. But this is only his third start in the majors, so it's hard to know exactly what you're going to get. I didn't see a K prop up yet, but it is the Mariners who are striking out a lot right now, and he's got strikeout capability. So that's the 6. I hope that helps give you guys some information. Not all these K props are out, and that's why sometimes we don't come out with a bet, or sometimes a line just because they have a good matchup. The line might indicate it, and I don't see any value. So you guys can make that judgment. That's on you guys. But anyways, that's it. It's time for my favorite part. It's the best bets. Every bet is 1 unit starting right now. All right, first game, the Minnesota Twinkies facing the Chicago White Sox. Twins money line minus 155, White Sox money line plus 135, over under of 8.5 runs. Guys, we know about the White Sox right now. They're a freaking joke. 1-9 in their last 10 games, 8-21 overall. I have no idea, but they are falling apart in every aspect of their team right now. So my best bet, I'm going to get right into it. It is the Twins minus 1.5 on the run line at plus 115. I love the value here. Let's dive into the pitching matchup real quick. Joe Ryan for the Minnesota Twins. He is the young stud for this team. 2.81 ERA, 3.21 expected ERA. He has an absolutely elite 3.3% walk rate. He is not walking many batters at all. He's given up 1 earned run or less in 3 of his 5 starts already. He has, I mean, if you look at his repertoire, that's a good word, I know. He has a 4-seamer and a splitter that are just really elite, that are taking him to the next step, especially that splitter. It is nasty right now. So then let's go to the other side. Oh, by the way, Joe Ryan. I don't know who named him that, but that's 2 first names. It's just kind of weird to me. But here we go. Michael Kopech. Kopech. I'm pretty sure it's Michael Kopech. He struggles. This guy is a freaking Christmas tree, guys. I mean, he gets lit up constantly. 13.4% walk rate, ERA of 7.01, expected ERA 9.5. That's freaking awful. 36% hard contact. Let me just say some of the categories that he is in the bottom 20th percentile in starting pitchers in. Ready? ERA, expected ERA, hard contact, walk rate, and home runs per 9 innings. This guy is just not good. I don't know what happened to him. He was supposed to be a phenom. He's just not good right now, guys. The Twins minus 1.5. I think this is great value. It should be like minus 125, minus 130, I think. Better starting pitcher by far, a better bullpen by far. By the way, the Twins 3.82 ERA in the bullpen. The White Sox 6.86, the very worst in all the majors, and that's not changing anytime soon. Offensive stats now, just versus these right-handed pitching. Twins 7th in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching. The White Sox, believe it or not, they are 26th, guys. That's right, bottom 5 in the league. hitting right-handed pitching, and both these guys are righties. I love the Twins minus 1.5 as my best bet. Let's move on to game number 2. All right, let's go. Guardians at the New York Yankees. Yankees money line minus 168. Cleveland Guardians money line plus 142. Over under of 7.5. As I was writing the notes on this, I was just thinking, wouldn't that suck if they had to make those major league movies about the Indians team? They had to change everything to Guardians. That just wouldn't even make sense. Which, by the way, our podcast name, if you don't know already, came from that saying just a bit outside. That's right. We just changed it to bet. Pretty cool, huh? I know you guys already knew that, but that's a great movie. Super underrated. Anyways, over under 7.5. Here we go. Best bet in this game. It's gonna be ugly. Plug your nose. Under 7.5 is my best bet. We have 48-degree weather in New York, but that's not the only reason. It's the pitching matchup. Here we go. Tyler Bybee. This is like his second start. I don't know. I could say Bibby, but I'm gonna go with Bybee. He made his debut. 5.2 innings, 8 Ks, 1 earned run, 0 walks. A very good outing. Let's go to his minor league stats because that's really all we got right now. 148 innings he threw in 2 minor league seasons and had 186 strikeouts. He's a good strikeout pitcher. 2.13 ERA, so he dominated and only 35 walks. Very impressive young pitcher. He has a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and according to his debut, a slider that is absolutely nasty. I missed it. I haven't watched any highlights or anything of that, but it was pretty filthy, apparently. So on the other side, Garrett Cole. This is a guy we all know. He's as elite as it gets. 1.11 ERA. He has allowed 0 runs in 3 of his 6 starts. Very impressive. He gave up 2 runs in 7 innings to this Guardians team earlier this season. Let me tell you a little bit why I think the under 7.5 is the bet. First of all, there's no Aaron Judge for the Yankees. This lineup already sucks. The bottom half of the order is awful, and now you have no Aaron Judge at top. This is just not a good lineup. The Guardians themselves are struggling. Here we go. Guardians versus right-handed pitching. They have the eighth worst WRC plus and the seventh worst OPS. So bottom 10 team. Yankees 10th worst WRC plus versus righties and 10th worst OPS versus righties. You got 2 bad offenses. You got 2 stud pitchers. One young, which we don't know a ton about, but he looks good. One elite, Garrett Cole, that we all know about. Really cold weather. I mean, it all leads to an under. I see like a 3-1, 3-2 type of game. I mean, Garrett Cole could easily go 7, 8 innings in this game. We don't have to deal with the bullpens, but if we do, both these teams have top 10 bullpens in regards to ERA. So everything leads to an under. Some books might be changing to 7 soon if they haven't already by the time you see this. I still like it. I hope you're getting it at like, plus 100 or minus 105 or something like that. But I like 7.5. That's my second best bet. Let's move on to the next game. All right, game 3, the San Francisco Giants versus the Houston Astros. Astros money line minus 170, Giants money line plus 145, over under of 8 runs. I have an alternate line parlay for this game. It is the same game parlay. I'm going to get right into it. Hunter Brown 6 plus Ks and under 10.5 runs at minus 105. Let's start with the first part. Hunter Brown 6 plus Ks. Downtown Hunter Brown. I don't know. That sounds like good. That's a major league movie, by the way. Back to the Minors. If you guys ever saw that, it's like the third or fourth one. Billy Downtown Anderson. Anyways, just want to throw that out there. Downtown Hunter Brown just has a good ring to it. All right, I'm done babbling. Sorry, guys. It's like midnight where I am. I'm just getting a little loopy. Brown 6 plus Ks. He's filthy. He's a rookie, and he is absolutely filthy. If you have not been watching him, you need to start watching him pitch. He has 7 plus Ks in 3 of his 5 starts. The Giants, we all know, the highest K percentage versus right-handed pitching. All we need is 6. I mean, this should be easy, guys. It should be very easy. If you want to go over 6.5 at plus money, I don't mind that either. But I went down to 6, and then you go to the under 10.5 runs. So we talked about Hunter Brown's K numbers and who he's facing, but the line is 8 for a reason on this game for the over/under. Brown has 3 starts this season. Here are the 3 starts that I'm going to point out. 7 innings, 0 earned runs versus the Rays, the number 1 team hitting team versus righties, and that's what he did. 7 innings, 0 runs again versus the Rangers, the number 3 hitting team versus righties, and 7 innings, 0 runs yet again versus the Twins, who are number 7. That's right. The 3 of the top 7 hitting teams versus right-handed pitching, he has shut them out in 7 innings each. That is absolutely remarkable. He is a rookie. That's remarkable for anybody. It's unbelievable. So I know the Giants hit righties better. I don't know if it matters. I'm going to be honest with you. He's shutting everybody down, and he's going to strike a lot of guys out. So that's one part of it. Anthony DeSclafani. I think that's the guy. It sounds like from The Sopranos. DeSclafani. No, that's wrong. I think that's Italian. I don't know what I'm talking about. 2.70 ERA, 2.6% walk rate. He's been throwing the ball really well. He does have high hard contact rate. But you know what? The Astros are struggling this year versus righties. They are 20th versus right-handed pitching this year. So I think he's going to be able to hold them down just enough. I hope he does, because the only part I don't love about this game is the bullpen for the Giants. The Astros bullpen is elite, but I think Hunter Brown, if he can go seven, Desclafani can go six, and you're looking at like a 2-2 game or something. I mean, I took it all the way up to 10.5, guys. I like the under 10.5, so that's my best bet. Hunter Brown, 6+ Ks, under 10.5 runs at -105. We are almost there. Let's go to the last bet. All right, here we go. Phillies at Dodgers. Dodgers money line -184. Phillies money line +154. Over under of 8.5 runs. Again, Bryce Harper, he is back. He will make this lineup much better. Let's talk about the matchup first. Matt Strom, the lefty. He has been pretty freaking good this year. He was a bullpen guy who's now a starter. Lefty, 2.31 ERA, 2.80 expected ERA. His advanced analytics say that this is pretty legit what he's doing right now. 0.81 whip, which is also very good. I'm not even done. How about a 36% K rate? 96th percentile for starting pitchers. Just remarkable. His slider, if you look at his stats on his slider, it's been unbelievable. It's almost unhittable. So here's the deal on that slider. I just want to talk because I like talking pitches. In 2022, he had a 12.4% swinging strike rate on it. In 2023, he has a 25.8 swinging strike rate, doubled. It's unbelievable. In 22, an average against his slider was 233. The average so far this year against his slider is 120. It's pretty unbelievable. He threw it 88 miles an hour last year, and he's now only throwing at 82.6% or miles an hour. So, I mean, he dropped like 6 miles an hour on his slider, and it's somehow the slower slider is working more break. I know those are so many stats that you guys probably don't even give a crap about, but I just find that pretty awesome. That's one of the best parts of baseball is all the stats. I'm a nerd. It is what it is. But anyways, that's been a big difference. That's why he's pitching better this year. On the other side, Julio Urias. We've kind of tagged him a little bit this year, especially lately because he hasn't been that good. He's struggling. He has a 4.41 ERA. He started out strong, and then he just hasn't been good. He's given up 13 earned runs in the last 14.2 innings. That is no bueno. Two home runs have been given up every game in the last 3 games for him. He is struggling with the long ball. I do see that coming down a little bit because that's not his normal. But right now, I don't think this is the time. So versus lefties, the Phillies, 14th WRC plus and 11th OPS. Decent, average to above average. Now they add Bryce Harper, who can hit both righties and lefties, so it should be a little better. But this is what's going to blow your mind, guys. The Dodgers versus lefties, 28th WRC plus and 29th OPS. They are a bottom 3 team hitting lefties. That's right, they just are. And now you're going to give me a matchup where Matt Strom, who is throwing the ball better than Julio Urias right now, you're going to give me 2 lefties. The better lineup is the Phillies versus lefties. The better starting pitcher right now is probably Strom, but even if you want to make it even, that's fine. How about since the middle of April, the Phillies bullpen has like a 0.82 ERA, I believe. They've been absolutely dominant thanks to Alvarado. It's been remarkable. I have no idea what's going on with this line. My best bet is the Phillies money line at +154. This is probably my favorite bet, and I don't even mean like this has the highest chance of winning. I just mean odds and value wise. I love the +154. The Phillies, I think they just got routed yesterday, which makes me like this even more. Honestly, I think their bats bounce back. I think they're reinvigorated with Bryce Harper coming back. They hit lefties a lot better. I love the Phillies to win this game at +154 as my final best bet of the day. Now let's go to the bets recap. All right, there it is. Twins -1.5 +115. Under 7.5 Guardians and Yankees at -125. Then the alt line, same game parlay. Hunter Brown, downtown Hunter Brown, 6+ Ks and under 10.5 Astros and Giants. And then the big underdog of the day, Phillies money line at +154. All those bets are now one unit. So that means the stress has doubled for me every single night. I'll try to hold it in for my wife though. But yeah, that's the deal. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been a lot of fun. Sorry the video got a little weird. Like I said, it's midnight. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. But I love doing this for you guys. Thanks for all the comments. Keeps me going. I really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you guys later.